Okay, okay. So I'm terrible at this. What do I have to do?
You can choose a feat, which is basically you get an
Boy.
extra bonus. You can change your HP to what you would actually have, and you can choose your class ability, which you get around level 3. Other than that, you don't really need to change anything else.
Okay.
Let's see. I currently have the music going, I think. Oh,
Wait,
nope.
is everyone just two up and fighting?
No. Just like 2 people.
I don't know what fighting style I want. Shit.
Now then, let's begin. As your team had delved into this little mission of protecting the scientists, of protecting the people, of protecting yourselves, your team had delved into the strange sensation of bringing people back from the dead without magical connections. While researching this, one of your team managed to get bitten, and then Baroth basically drowned him to revive him, which was weird. But with the nurse's help, or the doctor's help, he was sustained. The rest of the team found out a bit more information, and one of you was hypnotized into realizing that you were hypnotized, and that was about it, because no one else really understood what was going on. Beyond that, however, the next experiment is currently taking place with a 12-hour in-between time. As your characters wander about, make headways around, and wondering what to do next, the man that you believe is the head researcher, Maris, looks towards the rest of you and states, "Alright, like mentioned before, there is a waiting time. Is there anything you need to do before all of this commences?"
Are you asking our current characters?
Yes.
Our actual?
Your current characters.
What are you even doing? God, this is gonna be awful.
Your current character. There you go.
That might be the worst sound I've ever heard in my life.
You're
I
Byroth.
was trying to be Oh, I'm Byroth.
It's a Byroth.
That must have been confusing for everyone. Is there anyone else we need to drown in tank to make not zombie?
We're going straight for the next one, I see. We do not even know what happened with the previous one, but there's no time, it seems. Very sensible of you researchers.
Well,
research.
Yes, we are on a schedule, and it is a 12-hour incubation period. So while we are in a rush, we're not necessarily in a rush. You can rest, go shop, or simply do what you adventurers do.
Byroth wants to check out that check-in.
Check out the what?
The chest that spawns infinite things.
Oh,
and he wants to find someone who can speak Infernal in his research department.
Wait.
Infernal?
What? Wait, Infernal? What can I speak?
No, sorry, Deep Speech. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay,
I was about to say literally everyone here.
Raise my hands. What?
Like everyone but me. No, Deep Speech.
Can't help you with that one.
I got confused because they're both like incredibly.
Fair enough. Going back in time, while you headed towards this mission, you decided to take the box with you. So now it's here beside you.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could just go to the room where it was. I mean, it's all part of this.
It was in Section 9.
In Section
a different building.
And that's currently set up for the next part.
Anyway, I don't want to do anything specific with it. I want to like find out what that says, and also every day I want to get out at least 100 GP worth of kitchen implements, and then use my ability to melt them down into a brick of Orishalium worth 100 GP.
Interesting. As you brought up along the box that cast infinite things, Claire looks at the strange device that you're just shaking in the air, just mumbling to yourself, shaky, 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 shaky.
Sounds like me.
Claire looks at it and goes, "Oh, that's interesting. That is some very interesting magic. Do you mind if I look at it?"
No, go ahead. I have particular interest in this one room. We cannot read. I understand this is deep speech, however, which is ironic because it is written down.
Oh no, it has the ability to be read as deep speech, but not necessarily a language itself. The other ones seem to pertain to elemental forces themselves. Water, earth, metal, wind, and so on. The deep sea one is interesting though. It does not pertain to any elemental forces. However, it does have its own attributes, which is quite curious to look at.
Curious, like never seen before, could cause completely unknown effects, or curious, like puzzle.
Oh no, if you'd like I can tell you what it says. I do know deep speech.
Okay, I'm going to put chest in different room where you say this, just in case.
Oh no, what you do is place your palm upon the symbol you want to activate. Otherwise, it'll be randomized once you open the door. And even if I do say it, it won't activate.
This is all very good information. Yes, I would like to know command word. So command words.
Oh, no command word. You just place your palm upon the symbol you want activated, and it'll activate. The deep
Okay,
speech
so
one
what
is.
does say?
Oh, it reads as such. As a motorcycle goes through the window of the laboratory, she then continues.
Kids.
Power infused within one's thunder. Power grows within the thunder. Growing thunder turns into a boom. Boom relates to the afternoon. I'm not quite sure what they were trying to relate, but from what I can tell, and based off of the incantation inscribed in it, it appears to be a spell able to be jettisoned from the vault itself. If I had to guess, it's some type of wild magic effect.
Perhaps maybe thunder.
Perhaps.
In any case, I do not want to be standing in front of it.
Yes, that'd probably be the best thing not to do.
Do you have any idea how we could perhaps repair the broken room? Which, I don't think it was broken.
Unless you have the actual caster with you, or unless you know someone with the ability to use spirit magic, which is only a rumor at this point. No, I'm afraid not.
Curses. Okay, thank you very much, Helpful Lady.
No problem. You now know that the 6th rune casts Wild Magic Surge, which, you're probably right, you don't want to be in front of it.
Right.
Alright.
So, remind me what they were. Gold is broken. We got kitchen implements. I forget the other two.
You have sand, water, kitchen implements. Gold has already been broken. And then deep speech, wild magic rune.
What about the
Did we have one that had like livestock in it?
Oh, right. And nature.
Yes. I like that one.
Just unlimited, like, random forest creatures?
Mhm.
No. From the way you analyzed it, it was just simple neutral natural things coming out with a not ability score. Difficulty score of 1 or below.
Okay. Chest of rats.
Mm-hmm. And the number increases by double each minute. So 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16. Oh wait, these are multiplicative components, so it would be more than that.
Yeah, it would very quickly reach like the thousands.
Yes. Which is why it's a good thing you dispelled gold, or else you'd be dead.
Yes.
You'd be rich,
See?
but you'd be
Team,
dead.
thank you. Anyway. So yeah, that's good.
Alright.
Anything else we want to learn about? Like I said, every day that I have it, I'm just going to melt down 100 GP worth of kitchen crafting.
Alright, you have 2 GP worth of kitchen craft then. Relta, anything you're doing?
I'm just gonna chill in this room unless he opens that door and butterflies fly out, and I'll chase those around. But I'm just gonna hang out.
Fair. Let's skip and move over to Nesman.
With the quality.
Rialta.
Quality. Nesmond would assume Nixie then would probably just go back to the tavern to rest up for the time and then come back.
To keep it simple, I'll just say your fiance joins you.
Yeah, that's what I figured as much.
Caitlin and Sig, because I assume Sig follows you, what do you guys do?
Good assumption. I was gonna talk to this person, Nemar.
Mhm.
Then I became walking fuddled, but I'm still doing it anyways.
Alright, you guys are in a different room, but to keep it simple, you guys are in the corner.
Nice.
Okay.
You said your name was Nemar, right?
Yes. You wanted to speak about something.
Before we speak on the important thing, let's work our way up to it real quick. What was that neat little trick you did to me?
That was to counteract the little neat trick you were trying to do to me.
Nice. It's good to have countermeasures.
Not a countermeasure, an option. As I see that your friend there has similar properties to what we're trying to do here, I had assumed you were trying to spy on our project. So current countermeasures and current options have been laid out.
I was curious about something, but not pertaining to the project.
And that might be?
You.
She eyes you up and down, trying to wonder what you mean, but as well trying to see what type of weaponry you have. But beyond that, she simply states, "And what can I help you with then?"
I don't even have any weapons on me, a dog.
She didn't know that.
She was looking for it.
Nice. You strike me as somebody that knows things that I wanted.
There are some things
Byrath is nosy. Can I make a perception check, see if I hear him?
Different room.
Totally out of the corner.
Okay.
I mean, it would have been good, but I mentioned before it was in a different room. Because Caitlin specifically wanted to be in a different room.
Sorry, I thought they were just apart. Okay.
We are on our casual way back from the prison.
No, this is after.
That's after. Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Green box indicates different room.
So there's room for one more.
She looks towards you and goes, "I do know many things that you likely do not. If you have any information that you could share, I could perhaps be persuaded. But without something worthwhile, I won't exactly share what I know to someone that's simply supposed to be here as a bodyguard.
Oh, sweetie, I am so much more than just a simple body.
Yes,
My
I
purpose
see.
here is different.
And also, you want to know. You're researching my kin, and yet you have no. So, tell me what you want to know, and maybe I can give you the answers you need.
As I said, you are similar to what we're trying to create, which is why we have similar properties to your own genetic makeup. But it's not quite the same thing. As you are complete, we're trying to refine it to a point where no modification to the body, no general discomfort is infused within them. We will try to establish a point where the human form is just a human form, with all the abilities and increases that follow with it.
Yeah. You have no clue what you people are playing. Neither did the people that worked on. There is a dark side in a basement locked far away. If something would go wrong, I don't even have control. So how do you think you're gonna keep?
Let's keep this simple, shall we? I assume I know what both of you are. The Terra have already allowed this to be sanctioned, so have the Dark and the other families. If you intend to stop us, I, as the head researcher, will be allowed to execute any means of discomfort to try to persuade you to not.
Do you have the documentation for that sanction? You're throwing around a lot of big names.
Do you have the paper?
I do have a copy, in case you were to, I don't know, grab it and stuff it in your mouth and eat it. She then presents you with the
That sounds
document.
That sounds awfully barbaric.
She
I
then
attempt to read it over a doc.
I'll read it for Caitlin.
All right.
You're giving paper to a blind person? Jeez.
You asked for the documentation, but she then turns it towards you. All of it's signed purposely, and you can tell that it does have the signature indicating the Terra, the Dark, and the rest of the families.
Sure. Is there like any braille on there as well? Because there's a blind person usually doing the paperwork. Hey, you never know.
There is some braille, just to be specific, and just in case someone that can't see can indicate the symbols around it. However, you can also tell, Sig, that while the family's signatures and all that is there are no sanction marks between them and the hierarchy of Haven. So while the experiments are condoned, they don't exactly know what's going on.
I'll send that as a dot message to Milady. It seems they are sanctioned, but it's not like they completely know what is going on here. That's the message.
So you're staying hidden from Haven.
I guess.
At the very
Seems
least,
to be all in order.
At the very least, they don't have the information on where this research information came from. Now then, unless there's something you can offer me, I believe we're done here.
Thing appears to be in order.
As I said before, if you need any information about my kin, I may be able to help.
Perhaps in
So
time.
if you have any questions, ask who.
Not now, but perhaps in time.
Of course.
We do have 12 hours.
You have all the time in the world.
You guys return and everything. It's a little awkward, but it's been awkward to begin with.
Everything is punky dory.
The only ones you guys really
I-
are comfortable with is Gand and Claire.
I don't like Gin. He's the most uncomfortable person.
I
Yes,
just
but-
remembered something that happened last time. It was like when the time froze or something. So-
When the Lazarus tomb or whatever the hell you want to call it.
But
resurrected
somebody else,
There was a time skip.
yeah, but somebody else that wasn't in our party noticed that or was aware of it. Who was that again? No, somebody not in our party. I think it was the lady
Gen?
you were standing next.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ninmar.
Namar was the one that was also between that time, noticed it, and was able to act, but did nothing.
I'm curious. I kind of want to ask her.
That's originally why I became a person.
Based on the
What
information,
are you
guys talking about out in the hall?
Gan then states, "Yeah, man, we all gotta share information. That way we can grow as a team."
How about I give you the broad spectrum paperwork?
You give him some paperwork and
Me-
begins to try to read it. I'm afraid I only have an intelligence of
Say
9.
Oh Lord!
Give me virus. I have intelligence of.
Wait, I don't want to give him any paperwork.
Okay, I'll just stay observant for now, and I'll wait until later. But I do want to ask her about it.
Okay. As that goes on, and I think I've given you enough time, we move over back to section 9.
Dun, dun, dun.
I had one last question to talk about these characters. Am I allowed to change the leather armor for medium armor? That
Yeah.
the game also gives you. Thank you. But damn it doesn't give you medium. This will be a difficult task that I must embark.
As you all had endeavored to figure out what had gone on in the Dragon's Lair, Team B was given an assignment because the other team didn't want to do it. Ramon then goes.
Told you guys we should have went to the Dragon Sword.
Ramon then states, yes, welcome once again. Looks like everyone's here. But beyond this, it looks like the ones that they call themselves the A-Team have gone on a new adventure and had decided to take it upon themselves to have you take on the other mission. Congratulations!
As soon as this guy says the, Clara kind of chuckles to her. We're like A-Team.
That hurt.
That's my character. Get used to it.
Get
That hurt
used
me
to it.
physically.
And then she takes a big old drink from a mug that she had.
Yeah. Now go.
Right. Well, at any rate, congratulations on this once again. I guess. Are there any questions to the mission before we begin? What are your...
Whoa.
Yeah. What is it?
Yes,
What is the threat level?
the threat level is currently unknown. You're going to head out in a caravan and investigate... Well, you're going to start off in a caravan while you make your way through the forest to be as safe as possible. As you walk through or ride the wagons, you will stumble across a few things here and there, but the main part is to head into a newly excavated area known as the Dragon's Lair. From what our information has gathered, the last team that went there has not yet returned out of the cave. So, well, no, it wasn't a cave. From what I can tell, they were teleported out from a little open area known as the Druid Circle. So you're supposed to investigate this and try to return. I will hand you each a messaging stone. No, I believe I should increase the range. Here, have these sending stones. Each stone is only able to be used once, so use them wisely. You have a total of 6. So your team can now cast a spell known as Sending. Beyond that, however, I do suggest you be cautious. Where you're going through, we'll head towards the frozen zone by just the very edge of it. But beyond that, it should be fine. Are there any other questions?
Dark takes a big drink from mug again. She says, "Yeah, what's the mission?"
We're gonna go
Really?
investigate a dragon.
We're gonna go help people.
That sounds good.
Yes, quite right. Beyond that, though, we had set you up with a few set of equipment here and there. We also want to make sure that everyone's fine. Let's see. Beyond that, I don't have any more information. Claire, do you have anything? I'm afraid not. The most I can give you is the current documents that we have. She then presents Gerald with the documents, I suppose.
Like,
From what you can read,
yeah.
from what you can read, the information is quite scarce. We had traveled through the forest, encountered a few, some strange creatures while they entered into the forest, frozen forest plain. But beyond that, they managed to enter into the Druid Grove area where they encountered a strange druidic symbol, and it teleported them out. But that was the last of what happened to them as their contact lost contact when they disappeared.
Okay, so we need to get apparently through some druidics. I look at everybody know what that means.
I'm not a fancy magician.
Look, except for Mo.
From what I gathered,
He's over and grabs you on the shoulder. "Ah, it'll be fine, Cobber. You're great."
from what I've gathered, the symbol is quite old and quite rare. So just be careful on what you do with it. If you intend to destroy it, then do so. If you intend to shatter it, then be cautious. Above all, I want you to be alive. The rest-
Yes.
Of the mission pertains afterwards.
So, yeah, right. So go have a look around. Come back. Not got it.
Right.
So, you said something about additional equipment.
Yes, I can increase the ability of each of your weapons by a +1 attribute,
Ooh, that would be nice.
but it'd only be 1 weapon apiece.
That's fun. I'd like to hit things with my sword anyways.
Alright.
Alright.
1 weapon is enhanced by a +1.
I'm about to
Lara
choose.
looked at her total lack of equipment and kind of frowned. Because
Sorry,
at level
what
5, she has 1d6 for natural. Better than a +1 deck.
Wait, what do I have?
You just all have +1 weapon. +1 weapon.
We're all shooting fancy magic.
Oh, hey, magic lady, can you do fish?
Right. Well, at any rate, good luck. I'd rather give you a different name
Oh
than
no!
B team, but
Do my shoes. Do my shoes. Can you do my shoes?
Clara.
What?
sure. Claire, can you give him, I don't know, metallic bootstraps? Sure, I suppose. Claire then gives you some metal bootstraps that you can enhance your boots.
I don't know. I was trying to get unarmed strike +1. I don't know. It was. I'm playing a drunk. That's what she'd ask.
That's right, come on.
Yeah,
There's
That's fine.
some-
your unarmed strikes are
Sure.
kicks now, and they get a +1.
Thank you.
Oh,
I've always loved the idea
you're using the drunken fit?
Is that to damage and to?
To
Yeah,
damage
just
you
put a
hit.
+1 in magic bonus.
Yep.
Good luck. Decide a team name later.
Sure.
What? A team leader?
Boss man.
Hello.
It's
Hmm.
probably me then.
It's
1
definitely
second.
not you.
No.
Okay, back. That was
It's-
weird.
It's still not you, Claire.
Claire just assumes that it's her.
No.
I'm gonna hard sell you that. That's a.
That's a clear no.
Let's go, guys.
Going through the caravan, you stumble across a
I'm
few
not
things
drunk, I could help.
here and there. The man with Agent 1 and Agent 3 looks towards the both of you, Rex and no-named Rogue, and
Right.
states, so,
Got a name yet?
what are
That
you...
is, that's on character for Rogue.
That's true. So what brings you all here? The man to Rex's side... Oh, man, that's gonna be annoying. That's probably what you did.
Yeah, it is.
Is that you, Earl?
Okay, hang on. I have a way of changing this. Currently call me Noma, N-O-M-A.
No, no.
Okay.
No, Nama.
So what brings you all here is the man, the driver states. The one next to Agent 1 states, well, I'm here to look for my long-lost sister. You see, and then he goes on about his backstory, about how his family died due to marauders, and then he swore vengeance upon them. Now he's seeking out the tribe that killed them. You know, classic, backstory. The one with pitch black skin, so much so that they almost seem to be a dark void, says nothing. The one above them, simply with the breather, states, I'm simply traveling. Beyond that, I really have no means or goals. If something catches my eye, I'll take it upon myself to see. If nothing does, I'll move on. And the dog riding a donkey person, the dog then speaks. Yes, we're here to find gold. From what we heard, there's a giant cave escalated in the far north. No, not north. Oh, what was it again, Roger? The donkey man then states, it's down south by the Arctic Circle. Yes, the Arctic Circle. The frozen plains. From there, we will excavate a newly found ruin. That's interesting, the driver states. What about you two? Pointing towards Noman. Agent 3.
Noma. I've already forgotten.
The main mission is to find out what happened to the other
Dragon
team.
Lord.
Something about dragons, wasn't it?
Wait, where?
Just a simple investigation.
Ah, I see. And what about you? Pointing towards
Mild
Agent 1.
A mild curiosity.
Ah, yes! Great adventuring. currently brings out the best and the worst of us at times. Curiosity can lead us to die, though, so you might want to be careful.
I wasn't curious about his past.
Are you talking about the driver or the person that was talking about their
The
past?
person who just spouted exposition.
Oh,
For
okay.
2 hours.
They're actually still going on. And that's where I met my first love. Her name was Martha. Oh, what a beauty she was. Half elf, half drow. But with all dragon symbols about them. Could cast magic, too. And they continue on. The next caravan. The driver looks towards the rest of you and goes, right. We'll be at the first team's mission point in about a few hours. If you guys want to talk, go ahead, but I won't bother to listen. Unless you need something, talk amongst yourselves, I suppose.
Sure.
Red Eye then looks towards Gerald and goes, so, you know the main mission, right? Should we pick up any stragglers while we have them here?
Sure. A resort that we can use is probably a good idea to bring.
Well,
Alright.
we don't need to bring any more people into this.
If we have some people to, then that would be easier to save ourselves if things go down.
Mm-mm.
Red Eye then goes, huh. It seems that her friend at this last wagon doesn't seem to want to bring anyone else. But it's
Oh, our alcoholic friends. Or
you say that. Red Eye then states, well, I suppose it's up to us. We can at least figure out what these three can do. The one in between you two then states, we are sitting right next to you. Yes, and my question still stands. What can you do? Alright, a little rude, but fair enough.
yeah, don't be so rude. Jesus, we need their help. It's not.
I mainly
We
deal... Go ahead.
Yes?
Oh,
We
sorry.
are going to a place where we might find some intrigue and activities. And we are looking for some people that may help us in our and that. Oh,
That's interesting. Well, I'm currently in between missions. What I can offer your team, I suppose, is I do have these 2 flintlock pistols. I can retroactively use them at the same turn. In addition, I can also make small tinkering tools. A box that can repeat a sound. I can start small fires. And I can make one small instrument or device of my choosing.
I didn't know. Sorry.
Yes, I actually was taught by gnomes how to do this.
Ah, yeah. Remember one that could do that. He was an interesting fellow.
The one to the south
Sure.
of Red Eye then states, yes, well, my friend here, pointing towards the person that just spoke, can wield guns. I myself deal with explosives. And based on how your friends act as well, I can also make a nice fine cocktail. I deal with...
the Molotov cocktail.
why yes, it
Or
is.
not.
I have about 10 of these already prepared, and I can also create more weaponry as well. However, most of them can be a little explosive. So unless you know what you're doing, I suggest you don't touch.
Sure. I'm looking at Red Eyes and like, the fuck are we sitting in between?
She just shrugs. Mercenaries? Both of them nod.
No, that was the stare I was giving. Fuck, what's going on there?
No, that's what Red Eye assumed, and she just said mercenaries out loud in a kind of depressing tone.
Baseball. I guess. Sure.
And the last one then simply states, "While I am an elemental myself, I deal with fire magic. I can cast Fireball, cast Eldritch Blast as well. Beyond that, however, I am quite not that well versed or traveled. So while I am powerful, I am not exactly the most common sense person."
Oh, we don't need common sense. Welcome to the group.
And the one in between you two then states, do you mean all three of us or just her?
I look at
She states, "It's up to you, I guess."
I swing my hand around to all three of them. See which one will actually take it.
They all high-five you, not really sure what to do.
Yay!
Alright, you
Yeah.
collected 3 members in this caravan.
You shall. Your group shall form the C team, because we are the B team, because we have an A team apparently that hired us to do. And we are now hiring you, so we will give you the honorable title of C team.
Okay.
Unless you're not okay with it.
As an owl hovers around the distance of the caravan, the third members of the group make their appearance. Claire and Clover. The driver looks towards the rest of you and states, "Wow, they can be very chatty up front. Please don't tell me you're all like that too."
They're just, no, I'll let Clover.
I don't even know what to say. No, I don't think so. Who else is in this card with us?
The man in the middle that appears to be a barbarian or someone carrying a very large axe and very boisterous just looks towards you two and goes, "Ha! Ah, that's crazy. We aren't loud. This isn't loud yet." And then begins to talk louder. "Now this is getting louder."
Oi, quiet down.
You can see
There's no need to shout.
you can see you're dealing with 2 fighters, a barbarian / fighter, and another monk.
Just kind of swaying there and talking mostly to herself. She's been. What's so great about being sober anyway? You start to see the hard edges. Oh, and the spiders.
Oh,
Oh, so many spiders. Takes a big drink.
The one below
The wheels on the car go round and round.
The one below Clover states, you might want to take it easy. According to, well, this entire point of the mission, aren't you going on a mission? Don't you want to be clear-headed?
oh, she'll be fine once we get there. I'll just pat her on the head and lay her head down. Hope she falls asleep for the car ride. Don't mind my partner here. She'll be alright.
But okay, Constitution.
Right. The one to this very south then states, right. You two seem to be well-versed in things. Not exactly what I would call professional. Are you sure you're ready for your mission?
Oh, I think we'll be just fine. She's a monk, I'm a fighter, we have some other people with us. We'll be I think.
The one underneath Claire just flexes. Claire, you can tell that this is a form of sign language, but you don't know sign language, so you can't interpret what it says. But you are a monk as well, so from the gist of it, it reads, do you need any more strength? Pose.
And kind of wobble a little. Oh, I might. And then pop open a cork on a different gourd full of something and drink that. That'll do it.
Poses again and says, okay. Alright.
Maybe later.
As the team moves forwards, you all gather into the final stage of the road by caravan. The man looks towards the rest of you. Well, the head man looks towards the rest of you and then states, alright, that looks about to be everyone. Everyone that's stopping here, I suggest you get off and start walking, which is B team's point of walking. Anyone else that decided to join them, go ahead and head out as well. Does Caravan 1 actually take anyone else? That would be Agent 1 and Agent 3. Noma and Rex.
Are we taking anyone with us?
That's what I'm asking. Oops!
If anyone wants to join, sure.
I have no problem with cannon fodder.
We should take the Avenge.
100%.
Oh, take the talker. Take the talker, I dare you.
He is the talker.
Yeah, the Avenger is the talker.
He's gotta avenge his
You
wife.
weren't paying attention to his backstory, were
Yeah,
you?
we were.
How rude.
Every painful word.
Clara will just kind of yell, "Let go already!"
As you take on the adventurer, he then goes, and that's how I found the lost treasure of the Ark. Oh, really? Me as well? Great! Let's get going.
I think I changed my.
Oh no! What have you done?
I brought the seed. So, did you guys bring some more people? God,
I
I think
mean,
we're
Maybe
Bring
that
it
loud
in.
barbarian wants to come. He seems like he wants to party.
I like
Sure.
the monk that was flexing on you. So
Oh yeah, that monk. They seem like they'd be into it. I just asked the monk if they. Oh, you want to see a dragon? I think.
Pose. Okay, Simples.
Pat him on the shoulder.
I'll bring the barbarian.
we'll be all right. I promise.
Alright, you get one more.
I see you guys brought your own cannons.
Yes,
Flexing it.
yes, Paul.
Alright, now that we're a team, says the adventurer, might as well give you my name. The name's Archibald. It's a pleasure to meet you.
How do I know so much about you? But that was the one thing I didn't need.
Really?
Hey, I made these characters a long time ago.
You're not named after that famous wizard, right?
Oh, you've met my uncle!
Oh,
The fire
Dragon stuff.
you have the fire Genasi uncle?
He then goes on about his family lineage of sorcerers, wizards, and fighters of... it gets heavy. And you're not even sure if it's real or not.
Please stop asking questions. This will be the next 30 minutes now.
It was, you're avenging your wife's murder from... It was bandits, was
No, it was. No, I think I was gonna say mercenary.
No, that was my third ex-wife. My first wife, it was bandits.
oh, that's
Clara has wandered off, and now she's sitting in the shade of this.
While he's
Well-
going on about his backstory, the rest of the team introduces themselves.
Archie, boss man, do you have anything to gag this person, please?
Who's boss man?
You are.
Yeah, who did we elect our leader?
Because you're playing number 1, and number 1 was
yeah,
the party leader, right?
Yeah, you're the party leader,
But-
number 1.
Yes.
He was in the actual
Earl,
game, but he doesn't have to be.
Alright, let me look at my equipment.
That's right. I'm the leader. Let's
No,
go.
you're not.
I'm
Definitely
in
not.
front. That means I'm the leader.
That means
Clara.
you're
Alright,
fast.
you just rest your little drunk monk head down over here.
I'm literally leading.
Yeah, you're leading, alright.
Yeah,
You're gonna lead us right into a
Just
trap.
Yeah, you're gonna.
I sit down.
Don't
Hard.
encourage her.
Archibald, please do me a favor and go help Clara. She's a bit drunk. She likes to talk with people, and so do you. I think
She
you two have
does.
a lot in common.
She does like to talk to people.
Oh, we have a straggler, and they need to be motivated.
No, they're ahead of us, but I don't know
Shush,
about
don't tell them.
motivation.
Don't tell them.
As long as he's away from us.
Peace and quiet. Perfect.
I should take up my longbow.
Clara, do you listen to his motivational speech, or do you just booze yourself into unconsciousness?
She's already asleep. She can't respond.
That's
No,
true.
I think disaster would strike in that this kid's so enthusiastic, and Clara's like, "Yeah, let's go on an adventure. See the dragon. Let's go right now."
And they charge off together.
All right.
Oh no! No, I'll have to chase them. Don't do that.
You sent off the two. You paired off the two like least. I don't want to say wise, but like the two most reckless characters.
Clara, you get
Ugh.
inspiration. Anytime you
Yes.
decide to use so, you have advantage on one of your throws. Rolls.
There you go.
Well,
There you go.
Archibald isn't
Good to
exactly the best. He is energetic. And that's probably the best way I'm going to describe it.
Yeah, I see him like a golden retriever. He's down for everything.
That's fair. The rest of the team wanders about as well. Giving those two space, the other team members then state, so we're about to head into the part with the frozen forest. Are any of you ready for that?
Sure. By the way, didn't they also invite the barbarian? The loud, obnoxious.
Mm.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Just
he
depends
ran
on
off
how
with
many
them.
NPCs you want to control. I mean, there's a limit, right?
Oh wait, isn't that the one that ran off with you or no?
No, that's the one that that Earl and Rex invited to come.
That's kid
Oh.
exposition.
That's the
No,
exposition.
no, we took exposition with it.
Oh, I think we invited the other guy, but we only got the monk to come.
Oh, no, because you didn't exactly say for sure you wanted to invite him.
I think Clara did, but she was drunk and he probably couldn't understand her. But the monk read the sign language. We'll just go with.
Sure.
It's
But
all
10
just
minutes-
about how many NPCs.
10 minutes into walking, he returns and goes, "Oh, I finally understood your friend there."
Oh. Why?
What have you done?
He said most of you were lost.
Oh, no.
He also said he was a woman.
Boss, do I need to silence?
Nah, more cannon fodder.
At any rate, the name's Vern. It's a pleasure to meet you. Are you ready for adventure, gold, mining, and more gold mining?
Hello, for we are trying to be subtle about this. So, could you please keep it down a little bit? Thank you.
As you say that, he then goes, and his entire demeanor changes, shifts, and then executes a different tone. My apologies. Let's go with this personality then.
Oh my.
Is that any better?
That's much better.
Sounds a lot better, yeah. Thank you. See, boss man, I didn't even need.
Yes. Let's take this opportunity to move forward while we have everyone and on the same page.
Agreed.
Woo, leading the adventure.
Hey, they're still 500 feet ahead. They're like 2 maps ahead of us. Come on, Dogma.
Days fall.
Deus Vult.
It's a wobbly path that we
Yeah,
I'm
but you
sure
walk
they've stumbled
wobbly, so
down
that's
and
fair
fallen.
and balanced.
exactly. It's like back and forth. It's snaking. It takes a long time.
Yeah, but are you synchronized with the path situation? You're just walking straight ahead. You're just following the
Here
route.
we are.
As you enter into the area, you do feel a bit of cold around the surroundings of you. The plateau, or at least the frozen zone within the Forbidden Lands has... Well, you have entered into this area. You know about it, and you know it's quite dangerous. There are some hidden traps, hidden secrets, and hidden... well, everything. The main place you know that actually has any protection is... from what you... actually, would these characters know? Yeah, sure.
I will say that Clara has passive perception of 14.
I mean, I wasn't
I have-
describing that, but what I was gonna say is the main
Said
Protected-
everything's in.
protected area within the frozen zone is a large town known as La Shingra. It is protected by a varied entity or its hero. It's also considered its leader. But currently, you're just at the outskirts of the frozen zone, so you're not exactly in it, but not exactly out of it. So while the danger is still possibly there. Wandering about with your passive perception of 14, you do feel something watching you, lurking around, and the more you dive into the area, the more you feel that you continue to be watched and perhaps surrounded.
I'll slow down. She'll, actually, yeah, she'll make it wobbling back and forth almost like she can't go forward. To confuse and obfuscate those watching.
Okay. As things
Drunken
begin to
bastard.
as things begin to rustle around the area, an owl returns out of nowhere and caws about, or crows, or whatever noise owls make 3 times, indicating that there is danger.
Hoot, hoot, hoot.
Hoots! For some reason, I couldn't remember the word hoot.
Boots aggressively.
Hoot, 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 hoot.
Yeah. Clara
Would
will
my
spin
recipe
around and look
be a
up
bit
and then fall on
careful
her
going
butt.
ahead.
I was gonna advise the same. No, Nama, keep a look. Gerald, be ready.
I'm gonna try and trip Boy Exposition. I wanted to just look like I drunkenly fell and took him.
That shouldn't be too hard. Alright,
Any sort of rolling.
I suppose that would be a performance roll.
Oops.
Performance of
But yeah,
15. It's not hard to pretend you're drunk.
It's like pretend. Alright, so yeah, me and Boy Exposition are down, so we can let the rest of the party catch up and make it look.
Or you could have just sat down somewhere.
Oh, I wanted to trip a kid.
Whatever.
You left one person back there.
I
Yep.
did.
It's me.
They're the traitor.
It was me.
Knew it.
Painted?
That's
Where
oh,
am I?
that's but no, that's
You're not
Saya.
even on the map.
They're not even on the map yet.
What? What happened?
Yeah, Dogma, where did you leave the rest of the?
I
was-
think you left her slightly off map.
Oh,
I've been lost somewhere, and I fell down a cliff. And...
Where's my longsword? Hold on.
He decided not to scream because he didn't want to inconvenience the party.
yeah, because I'm that kind of character, yeah. Oh, this would be trouble for
Oh,
them.
no.
I don't want to let them know that this happened to me.
Clover managed to catch
Oh,
up with the rest of the
she's
team
from a snowy area.
after getting lost.
And not saying anything.
Welcome back.
Go. Was I gone? Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry to inconvenience you. Let's keep going.
Sure, Clover.
It's no problem. Whose damn owls?
Oh.
Oh,
It continues to hoot violently.
I
You leave
think
Pookie alone.
Pookie
She
Name's
is
Pookie?
a blessing.
You named it Poop.
I will stand up and bring Boy Exposition with me so we don't start combat on the ground.
Alright.
so. What is Pookie
I'm
quirky
gonna
about?
spend the turn looking through the owl so I can see what the danger is.
Ooh.
As you look through
That'd be cool.
As you look through the owl's eyes, peering into its very gaze, you see creatures within the forest, within the snow. Slowly but surely encircling you. Currently holding position, waiting for you to be in a pincer-like position.
Waiting for us to be
How does
right.
this spell work?
The Find Familiar spell?
No. Okay. What's the one that we're being encircled? I can't get both of them, can I? Nope.
We're all the way circled.
I
Surrounded.
will around whichever one seems to be the most hidden use fit.
It'd be this one to the farthest south.
Someone shows Arcane.
Okay, yep, I'll fairy fire that one then.
Examining the area around you as you cast your gaze within your owl's eyes, you then take note of the three creatures ensnaring your gaze. And then you cast Fairy Fire on one of them to make sure that you're able to see them. The rest of the team now is able to see within the snow is a creature, a strange humanoid-like being, encased in ice and ready to attack. Everyone go ahead and roll turn
Yes.
order.
Another two, one north and another one south.
Okay.
Appreciate it, no.
No.
Okay, so I can move the owl, but I can't move my character too.
That's definitely the tech.
Matt.
Right.
That is weird.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
2 on the dice.
Same.
It's because
don't-
you rolled so high on your other one.
don't complain. I rolled a 1.
Looking for your
Oh,
new
That was
name.
whispered by mistake.
Shit.
I'm
That's
0.01 faster than you, even if we get the same entire.
You should have
'Cause
control
it looks
now.
like I won't be going for a bit. Well, actually,
Yes,
how am
I
I so
do.
higher than you two? I'm gonna go to the washroom. and grab-
You guys are terrible.
This is strategic for us.
How am I
Yeah,
still so
we're
high?
just
Oh, God.
trying
Let
to
Okay,
them
okay.
come to
now-
us.
How
Yeah, we'll-
to attack these beings, and we need to see what they can do first.
Cough, cough.
Clover, Relta, go ahead and roll initiative.
Did I? I thought I already did.
Oh, you might have not clicked on
you.
your token.
Token.
I got it.
You gotta click your token,
I'm
lads.
so sorry. I click my token.
Shit.
Try again.
Dogma, can you drag a owl character sheet in for me, please?
Did it work now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I did. I clicked my token, guys. I promise.
Amazingly enough, still better than us.
My other one was better, but that's okay.
You know you can just click the number next to your name, and if you double click it, you can change it to the.
Wait, what?
Why won't
What?
you do this?
What is all
Because
this
you're using Firefox, you scrub.
shit? Yeah.
We all know that Chrome is better for Roll20.
I know, which is
Why
why the one recording the video of Roll20 is Chrome.
You know you can open multiple screens of Chrome.
Yes, but I need one in viewer mode and one in GM mode.
Okay.
Shut up, joking.
Did I just delete you guys?
No,
You probably did.
no, I can still see us.
We're
I
still
can
here.
still DS.
You didn't Thanos snap us just.
You just moved us.
Oh.
Wow, I'm not included. Feels bad.
What the
Yeah,
heck?
you're.
Everyone just
What's
disappeared.
going on?
Sorry about that.
I think
Sorry
it's
about
amazing
that.
how you took away your vision as GM, but not ours as.
I guess. Forget it. Going to Chrome, switching to GM layer.
What's happened?
That sad moment when the owl gets the highest initiative in the party.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
supposed
no,
to
the
get high, so we give the help back.
Can I go tinkle real quick?
That's what I just did.
Everybody have a potty break.
Gee,
Okay, I'll be right back.
It's almost like they're human or something.
don't you need a tinkle to be able to tinkle?
The DM made us all. I mean, really.
I'm like 1,000% sure that's not a. There's no convincing me otherwise.
Yeah, I looked at all the sheets and they were all.
They all said standard human, but I know a dog was just mashing.
Shit, that's around.
I did alter it a bit.
Slide down. Fucking- The neighbor's dog is at my house overnight.
Eh. Okay. Doing that. Giving one of you an owl. Let's see. Do I still have season 1 characters? Owl.
Do you still have Archibald's owl? I do
You-
not.
You should just be able to drag and drop it from the search compendium.
I tried. It gave me a icon.
Yeah, and then it should have added. Oh, and yeah, unless you've got it somewhere, maybe.
It didn't. I'll try
Sometimes
to-
it'll like try to latch
Hmm.
on to whatever the last character sheet you opened was, so it'll try to like change.
Let's
So,
see.
quick question: Did someone put some lean in Clara's?
Somebody close.
Some lean.
Sorry, it's really difficult for me to try and do a girl and a drunk accent at the same time.
Listen, I understand. The
There's
only
a simple
female type
solution
accent
to
I can
that.
do is sub.
Just drink in real life, and then you only have to do the accent.
Buddy, it's 2 a.m. on Friday night.
That never
I
stopped.
have
Rex.
Friday night. Yeah.
Well, technically it's 2 a.m. Saturday morning.
Exactly.
I I'm
Ah.
back.
Clubs don't close until 4 a.m.
Our stores never close here in my city.
Bunch of alcoholics over there.
We are. It's Las Vegas.
Yeah,
That's where I need
Oh,
to
that
leave.
makes sense. Then.
Alright.
But Las Vegas is never
Ready
says
to
either.
back? Ready to fly?
Alright.
Are we ready to fight?
Yes. I think so.
I can't give you an owl. I don't know why. I'll figure this out next time.
Okay.
NPCs
I'll
go
just
last.
edit the character sheet for number 2.
But you just like
Better make a
possessed
copy
an
of
owl.
number 2 then before she comes an owl.
I'm gonna make a copy of player 2.
And it's gone.
Who's
Not
Norma? Noma. My bad.
That's-
never
that's
mind.
no
I know who
Nom.
that is. No Nama.
Noma.
Wait, I thought it was
Noma.
no Nama because you couldn't think of a name, so it was just no name.
I
With an
said
accent?
Noma.
No,
Noma.
because my full name
No,
is
not
the
ma.
Nomosaurus Rex.
You're
How
good.
do you not bottles of beer on the wall?
I wanted to say Norma because I was so far away and my eyesight's kind of blurry. Any glasses?
Down that hill, plan.
I have it. I'm just lazy. It doesn't. We're not.
You're talking about killing some ice cream.
No.
But I'm hopefully not troll.
No, Nama.
Must have.
Noma, you're up first.
Noma, hey.
Right.
Did you roll for our enemies too?
Yes.
They rolled zeros, okay.
They rolled an
They
8.
rolled just
I just didn't want to put it in.
Hang on, wait. Rialta should be first because her initial roll was 6.
Oh no, but I didn't click my little thingy.
Yeah, but
and
if you click the number next to your name, you can change it.
Yeah.
I got it.
I'm so bad at this.
Clover, you're up first.
Okie dokie. I didn't want to be first, but okay. Just gonna wait. Okay, so we're attacking these things that are really far away from us. How far away are they?
25 feet.
Can I even do anything?
Yeah, you can move 25 feet.
You
Okay. I will. I'm a fighter. I'm gonna run up there and I'm gonna hit them with I think I had something. Let me bring up my thing again. I'm so sorry. What is it? Okay, so I run up there and I had to roll for attack.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
With whatever one of the weapons you.
Better walk up there first before you start swinging, or you will be out of range.
Okay, I run up there. Oh, there I am. Haha. I did it. Yes, I'm doing it.
That's too close for comfort.
Well, I don't know. Okay.
You're in its personal space.
Ah.
Gee,
How about that?
perfect.
Looks good. All right. And then I'm a use this thing.
18 to hit.
Is that how I do it?
Yeah.
18 does it?
Cool.
Oh, 19 does
Now what
it.
do I do?
You press little glaive
And then
name.
just click on the glaive. Yeah, see how it goes red right in the chat box? Click on the glaive where it turns red.
Oh shit! What the fuck did I do? Not do what I was told to do.
Just right above where that popped.
Wait,
No.
no.
In the chat bar, you see like glaive, and below your rolls, just click that.
Oh!
There you go.
Haha! Thank you very much.
You grab your long weapon and slash straight through the creature. Its humanoid form convulses as the ice from its body breaks off. I like how the bird's
Don't
the
try
best.
to ambush us.
Mm-hmm. Noma.
She has extra.
I was just gonna say, wait a second. I thought I read something earlier when I was trying to read up on this. Do I
But
have?
that's roll. Yeah, you
That's
do.
right,
You
you're a
have action.
fighter.
Oh, okay, so I roll again.
You get 2 attacks.
Yeah, so you get attack 1.
Okay. Oh no! Don't close that. Uh-oh. I think I fucked up. I'm so sorry.
You could just roll damage on the first one.
Yeah.
Leave there.
You
haven't
did
done that.
technically rolled again.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Great. Just launching this real quick.
Oh, you
Um,
closed the whole thing.
Oh.
Okay. Moving along
So
then.
sorry. Hold on. It's almost back up.
Goodbye.
No!
2 days later.
The woes
We
of
can move
the
on.
woes
We
of
can
hitting
move
the
on to
back
the
end,
next.
but-
Yeah, go right ahead. I'm so sorry.
Noma.
Just gotta.
Okay. Alright. I'm just going to draw my weapons. So I think that's actually going to have to be an action as well to draw my second weapon. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Lame.
That was fast. The creatures take their turn then. As the creatures look around, seeing that Clover managed to stab straight through them, even with their eyes shielding, they seem interested in how they were able to do this. A little afraid and a little daunted, they do, however, make a move against you. The one right beside Clover takes a sweeping attack with their hands. They're iced over and almost resemble that of claws rather than actual fingers.
Back up.
That's
Rip.
gonna leave a mark.
That's gonna leave a mark.
A big hurt.
I'm gonna get some scars here.
Ouch.
Oh, I'm max now at Dogma, huh?
So
Yeah.
what's a double roll?
It would be roll twice damage or take double the first. I just rolled it twice and apparently I didn't need to.
Also,
Yeah. Yeah.
Clover,
just took 20
You took
damage,
20
dude.
points of
What the
damage.
fuck?
Took 20 points of damage.
Yep.
I should have been a combat medic. Fuck.
The creature rushes towards one of the NPCs, you know as Dara. They swipe straight through, and I'm not going to show you this roll because this isn't a PC information, and slashes straight through her defenses. As she brings out her flintlock pistols, they just rake through her right arm and nearly cause the entirety of its form to just bind through her flesh. Gouts of blood now coat her feet, and you feel she's not doing so well either. The third creature then heads towards
oh no!
Clara and PC, so you can see this one. D20 plus 5. 10 probably doesn't hit.
Not AC 9.
Slashes through the air and just misses somehow. Your drunken fighting style
do-
seems to be working.
Yeah. If you've ever seen the Jackie Chan film Drunken Master, I do a lot of that shit.
It's your turn.
It is now your turn, Clara.
So,
That one that tried to swipe at me, I punt. Well, I kick him because that's I got magic boots.
I jump cake.
Ooh. And I got 2 of them, though.
Both of those hit.
And
As you move
that's
left
20
and right,
total.
accidentally tripping on both of your feet, you decide to do a handstand and then do 2 quick steps in front of the creature's face, straight in their face. for a total of 20 points of damage. You can see the convulsing and the blood trickle down their face. They are surprised
And
you're able to
then-
crush through the ice.
Yeah, and then as a bonus action, I think I'm just gonna take 1 unarmed strike. I'm not gonna spend any key points. Just do it.
That does not hit, unfortunately. You take...
Yeah, I do some capoeira stuff, but it totally misses. I'm just breakdancing at this point.
You try to do some Brazilian street fighting and just miss, barely touching the very tip of their nose. But due to their ice-like shielding, you just barely break off some ice. Rex, Agent 1.
It's slippery. Yeah. Oh, it's slippery.
Clover, get back. I'll handle this one.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, fuck me, dude. I'm gonna die.
Alright.
No, I won't let you die.
It's your legal advice that I recommend you don't do that.
Okay, thanks.
Hit.
I don't think there's anything for me to do with my superiority dice. I picked the stupidest. For that one, no, I'm going to be using precision strike. I'm a commander, I guess.
Nice.
Okay, does 17 hit?
17 just hits, but barely.
Alright, so then, yeah, that's 20 to 21 damage.
Nice. As the creature was hitting before with a total of 20 points of damage, because I just doubled the last strike that Clover made, it
Thank you.
convulses and falls down to the ground dead.
Thank you.
I puff my cigarette. That's one.
The creatures are a little skittish to enter into that zone, but do see a wounded animal / PC. Gerald, unless you have something else to do, Rex, Agent 1.
I'm using the rest of my movement to get in front of her.
Fair. Gerald.
Gerald has got to take a step back, then a step forward, and he's gonna rage. He's gonna jump over Fern, and he's gonna strike recklessly with great weapon matter. He's gonna try and smite this beast. Let's hope. With advantage. Nope. So let's do that this time without being a great weapon master because we're silly. But 24 probably hits.
24 does hit.
And I forgot my Divine Fury.
Was that like a D6, right?
So that's an additional 8 radiant damage.
The creatures around you begin to convulse. With your great sword, you strike through. However, the creature still stands. Barely. You can see you did as much damage as Clover did. So you believe it's at least half dead. Which is better than nothing. Anything else?
I will grunt a bit at him. Because action bonus action and yeah.
Alright. Dara bandaging up her arm, nearly broken. She then turns both flintlocks straight towards the creature you struck. Archibald then looks towards Dara. Yeah, he'll expend one of his scrolls and cast Heal Minor Wounds on her, bringing her up back. Verizia then looks towards the creature that you just attacked and begins to cast something at the very edge of
No.
right here.
Fireball.
Yes. Both Dara and Verizia strike the creature. Not able to hit anyone else, thankfully enough. But Dara does take disadvantage, but at this close range, it's barely hits. Both of them strike straight through and pierce the creature. But you believe most of the fireball probably did the damage. As it goes down dead. Vern makes motion straight towards the next one, but can do nothing else. As 2, Nilla jumps over and takes 2 open arm strikes against the creature. And with her modifier, the first one hits, striking through and breaking one of the ribs. Does a few poses, and then it's... Did I just turn off initiative?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But we can still see it.
Still right.
Owl's turn.
Dara is a monk. Sorry, just if she's the same level monk as me, she'd be able to take a bonus action.
Sure. She'll do Fury of Blows.
You don't even have to do that.
Doesn't matter, she did it.
Oh, natural 20. Flurry of Blows is an extra 2 then.
Yeah.
Nice. 11 points of damage. You feel she might have punctured a few lungs as well.
Oh, 2 attacks, not 2 damage rolls, but what?
No,
That
but the first
because
one was a
well as
natural
a
20.
Oh, right.
Nesmin,
Alright.
Noma's Owl.
I was gonna
I
flex
don't,
on
I don't
her.
know why it's called Nesmin, but sure. It's just gonna fly here, use the help action, and fly back.
Okay.
So next attack on it has advantage.
Mm-hmm. Clover.
Okay, so the one in front of me is dead, right?
Correct.
And they attacked one of the... Which one did they attack?
The ones facing the team are the ones that are still alive.
The top one has been punched a lot, and the below the top one has been. Did it get
Nope.
caught in the fireball?
It
It-
died due to the fireball.
Okay, so there's only the top.
Okay, so I'm gonna use... I have a longbow? I can use that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Through all your friends.
God.
18 hits.
And then I click this button right here and just... Haha, that's so awesome.
How would you like to take it down?
Oh, I take it down? I want to shoot through its big eyeball, because big eyeballs are scary. So,
Give us the arrow cam view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Try.
like you're the arrow and you're just flying through its eyeball and bust out the back of its skull.
Using Agent 1's shoulder, / Rex, Clover aims their longbow straight towards the creature, ricocheting through, nearly hitting Archibald straight in the ear, however misses and strikes straight through the skull of the creature, piercing through the eye and then through the back of the head, causing it to fall down dead.
Yay, help.
Yeah.
The creature
Just kind of kicks its foot, takes a big drink.
I
Okay,
pat Agent
on
1 on
to
the
the
head
dragon.
and say thanks for protecting me.
Be careful.
Straight up starts stumbling away. No interest in these things.
You see Gerald sitting on top of the corpse, and he keeps stabbing it with his greatsword. He
Oh.
looks still very angry.
I take out a
Come on,
torch and
kid
light.
exposition, let's go! Adventure away!
Not taking a look at what these creatures are, I assume, your team ventures forth?
Oh no, I'm burning them. I took out the torch for that.
Okay,
I'm gonna drag them in a pile.
taking in a pile, not remembering that one of your team members literally is made out of fire, you decide to light him on fire.
Where do you think I got the fire from?
Oh,
Being a little rude and putting your torch straight on your companion's shoulder, it lights it up, causing...
who's on-
First,
Oh, okay.
the fireball lady.
Yeah,
Got
Verzia.
it.
Setting the creatures ablaze. Never really trying to discern what they are, your team had decided to, screw it, light them on fire and then move forwards.
I've decided for myself that they're frost troll.
This time I'm just gonna copy and paste your characters.
Yay!
Well, the
I am like, I was hurt bad.
You can second one.
Yeah, use your second one.
What do I do? How do I do that?
It's
What?
a
Nobody
D10
is
plus
a healer.
fighter level. Listen, the fighters can heal themselves a little bit for.
That's pretty cool. I've never played a fighter,
It's,
but all this is new to me, so.
fighters are a short rest type character, so like short rest pretty much gives you everything.
Fighters can be OP as fuck.
That's pretty cool. So, what exactly do I do? What did you
so
tell
as a
me?
bonus action, you get to spend a hit dice.
No,
One
as a bonus
D10
action, you get to roll a
plus
D10 plus
your
your.
fighter level. So it's 1d10 plus 5, and you regain that roll as health. You can only do it once per short or long rest.
I will say getting to this next area is considered a
Did
short rest.
Do it right?
You got a short rest. I literally get nothing back.
It would be
So you'd have gained
1d10
10 health from
Mhm. plus your constitution.
that. Short or long rest. There you go.
Clara sobers
So if you
up
used it
a
before the
little
rest,
bit
you
and
have
then
it back.
starts drinking. So she's exact.
10 plus my constitution.
I feel like I missed someone again. Why does it feel that way?
If you simply hit your where it says hit die, if you hit that, it will automatically roll for you.
What?
I don't know about you guys, but Clara, upon seeing this grove, would immediately be like, "Whoa, what?" So unless somebody wants to handle her,
No, I'm just laughing my ass off. Dogma's lining everybody up to see if he has everybody. You
You
just start
just
walking
leave.
the moment.
that's my character. That's literally.
She's drunk, okay?
It's fine, I
Just
figured it out.
let her do her own thing.
Clara. Claire, hold up for a second.
just lay down. Just pat her on her head. She'll lay down. She'll lay down. Just pat her on her head.
Vern then
Like a
states,
puppy.
you might not want to jump in there until we investigate the area.
Sure.
I put my hand on Noma's shoulder. Take a look around. You know more about magic than I. I'm gonna do a perimeter sweep. Let me know if you discover anything.
I will simply lay down as if I'm sunbathing and just look through the owl as it sort of follows him around, but from above.
So as always, Noma is slacking. Okay. Hey, that's what it looks like.
No man.
Like I said, if no one's gonna handle Clara,
Hey, listen, I said
Jeez,
what
no,
I said.
I'm trailing her. I'm a protector, so I am following Clara. Fuck.
start kicking
Meh.
at that what appears to be a magic circle.
I just pay your head every once in a while. It's okay, Clara. Drink
No one.
some
well, no.
less wine and stop being.
All the time.
While no one examines the circle other than the Varizia, she then states, it looks like this is his teleportation circle. If you step inside, we will end up in a different location. I can't discern where it'll go, but I can tell you this is likely an all or nothing trip. If we rest now, we can rest up to our full effect. Otherwise, we may not have a chance to.
Let's rest
Not
up.
good.
That's an NPC talking. Outside of game, it's possible you can rest in the next area, but they wouldn't know that.
Who needs a rest, honestly? Anybody spend any spells? Nobody's healed.
Well, we had a short rest getting to this point, didn't we? So
Yes.
Unless anyone wants to regain hit die they've spent or anything that requires long rest. I think the only thing I can regain my spell using a long rest, but that's
my rage would also be a long rest. I am too busy patrol. So I'm not there.
With the sharp.
unfortunately, yeah. So if I want to be able to use Fairy Fire again, I'll need to take a long rest.
So long rest, then we go in. Game time. Whoosh, whoosh.
Whoosh whoosh. It is now. Oh wait. I think I have a map for this. Give me a second.
So did we take a long rest?
Yeah, we took a long rest.
People,
I guess
stop moving.
We're going to attempt to take one.
Stop moving.
I'm not moving.
Stop moving.
Who's moving? Clara, calm down.
Claire's not moving.
Wasn't it?
That-
Wasn't me?
I was triggered.
I assumed.
I was trying to copy you guys.
Yeah, I thought you were doing that, so I moved myself to the middle because I was at the edge of the screen.
I assumed
nighttime.
the drunken one was at fault.
You actually have a map. for that.
All I can think of now is the bird that hides itself that goes daytime, nighttime.
And yes, I have a map. Oops. People accidentally jumped in.
What?
Oh, bro, the quality is dying right now.
Do, do, do. Z, you are currently copy of number 2. It's technically Red Eye.
Hey, I'm Red Eye.
You're Red Eye.
Red Eye's the ranger.
Yeah, I know, Red Eye's the sniper that nearly could have fucked us all.
You have a specialized weapon that is a reskinned. What is it called? What the heck happened to the character sheet?
You got here late, so
I'll
you
just
gotta figure it out.
Just,
I'm
it's
not-
fine.
Starts wandering around.
Just change it off NPC and you're fine. Don't worry about it. Whatever.
I'm not joking, I had to spend... From the time I messaged to now was my laptop rebooting because it's completely fucked itself.
Oh my
That's-
gosh, your
that's
laptop's
rough.
worse than mine. Because I did the whole Discord thing where I downloaded it on my laptop and it wouldn't work, so that's why I'm using my phone.
But story time is fresh. Oh, I cannot do a girl act. Oh, shiny! What's this?
So do the one that you did when do my Irish mother.
Oh, I know, but this one's not drunk at all, darling. This is a sober
You talk
god.
about it. She's Irish solid.
A soap Irish? Fucking what
Yeah.
universe do you live in?
It was when we were.
Well, presenting sober then.
Just watch the fucking who took a shit in the toilet and forgot to flush, and then you've got your voice.
Alright, we have 30 minutes. Let's move on.
Okay.
As you enter into the grove, you find that it is nighttime because you took a long rest.
Nighttime, daytime.
And then I will wander over to this shiny thing.
No, I'm following your.
Follow all you want, and I still.
God damn it.
Fuck is Red Eye?
Is it a shiny thing or is it a campfire?
I'm
It's a
like,
campfire.
Pretty sure that's a campfire.
Good enough.
I can't move my token.
Holy
I'm
shit,
not
so
going
drunk.
to-
I'm going to the shrine.
I'm following
burn
Clara.
himself.
I'm right behind her.
Give me a second. Why does this keep
Here's-
happening?
Pookie and here is fully equipped.
Don't touch that.
Oh no, wait, we just haven't gone to the teleporter.
No.
I get up. Boop, 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 stumble.
You're just a-
Boop, 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 boop.
Don't touch
Pookie.
Pookie.
Pookie
He's a
alone.
beautiful owl.
Why is
is
it in my
bird.
character?
I can
Yeah.
see both Pookie and Red Eye. Don't worry about it. Just don't.
Yeah,
Hey look, Red Eye, let's just delete everything.
What is the ranger's name? What is her name?
Red Eye.
Oh. Oh.
Oh fuck! I have no idea how rangers work.
Nice.
range.
Gonna stumble.
No.
Alright, guys. Portal, right? Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh shit! Who explained the portal to her?
Nobody.
Nobody, you just knew.
Can I just make fake
An
Bible quotes
NPC
for that
said it
one?
was a portal, and I over.
Oh yeah, that.
I chose act
I-
like it was the easiest and gave you guys more than one language.
You gave me the weirdest languages I've ever seen a document.
I
Yeah,
just saw one of my personality traits, and now I just want to make fake Bible quotes.
There's full.
To it.
Okay, I swear, you gotta stop moving now.
Stay still.
Everybody move.
Alright, you're good now.
And twerk.
I changed myself to mercenary veteran because the voice I was doing did not sound like an acolyte.
For this
Everybody's-
one-off character. Know yourself.
What do you need one-off character?
What do you
These
mean,
characters
what?
are reoccurring.
Fuck,
These
who's
are-
my
I know,
favorite enemy?
I rather like Clover. I want her to stick around for a while.
Wait,
I'm
Clover?
probably
Out of hand.
Who the fuck is Clover?
Clover's up here, dude.
Clover is one of the
Okay.
I'm
people.
a fighter.
To put into context, I just recently made a new character who's called Clover, who's an Earth Genasi druid. Wait, who the fuck is Clover?
Hey, Saya,
Well,
at
you
least
said
you're not
my
in.
name would be Emerald, and I was like, well, green, okay, Clover. 'Cause I
Lara
like
is
Clover. I had a cat named
alone
Clover.
and drunk and a different place.
You are not there yet.
I stepped on the
You're-
teleportation thing.
you're-
Nobody
I-
stopped me.
You stepped on it and it didn't activate. You're just laying on the circle because you're too drunk to activate.
Hey,
Relatable.
Did it activate?
No,
Saya, just wait until.
as you step on the portal, you teleport, but I was wondering if anyone else follows.
Yes,
I was trying to follow.
I'll follow.
I was gonna say an inspirational thing before we went, but God, a dog, that feels bad.
Hey, I'm not the one who decided to jump in.
Listen, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
my inspirational thing anyway.
Let's hear it
During
on
the
the other
start
side
of
of
his
the portal.
inspirational thing, I'm just gonna
We-
step through the
we-
portal and message him, fuck you.
We
Feels
all
bad.
go through the portal, and that's when you say your inspirational thing.
Well,
Before they go
I was gonna say something really cool. Damn it!
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
No, let's not.
I was gonna
Well,
say
Just like saying it into the Stargate wormhole.
Yes,
looks
to
like
say
Clover
it.
fucked up again. Not
Immediately
Clover. Which one?
after
Which
they
one?
walk,
Which one's so?
immediately after they walk into the portal, I'm just gonna be
Clara.
like those who.
Clara fucked up, and I am a protector, so I'm gonna follow everybody and try to save.
I am a drunken master. Okay.
You're a fuck up,
It's gonna be alright.
Oh, feels
drunk
bad.
ass.
As you step through the portal,
Next screen.
you see
We
no.
hear inspirational words.
You hear inspirational words.
Let's hear them. Come on, inspirational speech.
So let's find out where we are.
My inspirational speech was, "Looks like Clover fucked up again."
No,
And
I
I-
didn't.
Again,
Yeah.
we've been on one
You didn't
mission.
stop her, did you?
Clara. Oh my god, it's not my job to stop her. I'm just to protect.
So here we are in the new place.
Dara then looks towards the
So-
rest of you and goes, "So, looks like there's no doors other than the one in front of us. Should we look around and see what exactly are we here to do? You never really specified."
That's because we don't eat.
We're trying to save people. That's the most important part.
We're just looking around.
No, we're saving people
What
from
are
a
the-
dragon.
I'm gonna start checking the door for trap. And I'm gonna be using Mage Hand to do it.
I'm gonna look around here in the left for reasons. Is there actually anything in this on this side of the room?
Yes, there is.
Oh, I think you know what Clark.
I found something.
As you examine the area, you find a hallway.
Looks interesting to close.
I'm gonna roll stealth, and then I'm gonna try and sneak forward. Mighty 12.
Like everyone.
And I've poked my head around the corner. What do I?
Something daunting, something terrifying, something you, as an adventurer, is near death itself. And that is a resting area.
Been
There's
there,
that
done that.
resting area we
I-
needed like 10
I-
minutes ago.
I will turn around and say nothing.
Oh, but I
Clara
followed you.
drunkenly wanders into the bar.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
what? I literally walked there alone, and when I appear something, apparently I have 3 people with me. Guys, come on.
Noma, examining the door, you can tell that there's a key that's missing. Trying to press it, trying to secure any ways of breaking it through. You don't see any way of going through. The mage hand can't squeeze through any cracks and can't find anything else. The key might be the best way to do so.
Is this a key?
That being said,
Does it look trapped though?
it doesn't appear to be trapped, just a very well-made door. And lock.
Can I attempt to lockpick it?
You can try.
Yeah. Dex for that, right?
It'd be Dex.
Do we even have any rogues with us?
Nice.
He's
Um,
right now.
He's right there.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
right? Oh, jeez, we don't.
I honestly expected you to look for the key, but a 19 was the DC.
Good. You gotta know.
I'll scout ahead with the
Needed
owl.
for this one.
Going through with the owl, you do see the room as near visible to you. The owl should have dark vision, so it's able to see what's inside. Inside, it is a man, drowned or undrowned, you can't tell, but the body is floating in the water. Beyond that, however, there is a hallway to the north, south, not south, well, technically yes, west and east.
Okay. I'll go as far as the vision will allow. 'Cause it's about 100 feet.
Okay. Heading towards another area, while there is no door, there is a curtain inside. It can't stop the owl, but the owl has to make a choice to enter in or to just leave it at be.
Yeah. Leave it be. Go to the next area. And just sort of check each one. If there's something blocking it, like a curtain, then I'll and just move on to the next.
This one has no structure that'll block it. Inside appears to be a research room. You're not sure what it was researching or who was researching, but you can see some paperwork here and there, some of it written in what appears to be abyssal.
Interesting. Next room then.
The northern hallway does appear to have an area you can easily enter inside. There is nothing holding you back. Do you enter forwards?
Sure. I'm gonna lose the owl, but sure, let's do this.
Aww.
Random owl
Yeah.
possessed and dominated.
Actually, I summoned it.
As you enter inside,
Oh.
trying to see what is enveloped, you do see the entire room as what it is. You see a person standing in the very middle. As they look towards your owl, they pierce through their eyes the veil. Moving forwards, you see that the owl freezes in frame. piercing through its eyes and then through yours. You feel a
I
connection
am desummoning the
sever.
owl.
But before the
Damn, I
connection
didn't
is severed,
desummon it in time.
no. But you can tell that
Okay.
someone knows and was able to see it through your eyes. You also know that someone's there now.
From my eyes, then they would look forward so they wouldn't see the path.
Luckily enough.
I'm just gonna relay the information that there appears to be 2, if not more, chambers ahead. There's a living person in the second chamber. There's someone that I can't tell if they're alive or dead in the first chamber, but I'm going to assume they're alive.
They're floating in water.
Yeah, but if the second room person's alive, this person I'm not trusting to be dead.
Fair.
They might be floating in water, but I ain't taking chances.
Alright, good work, Neil. Call the owl back.
Thank you.
Agent 3 can't exactly call the owl back.
Technically, then wouldn't this mission be complete?
So the owl's stuck in this.
There was a total of 5 missing members. You found
Yeah, well,
one that fits the description of their leader,
floaty water guy.
the floaty water guy.
What about the other rooms on the left?
Just
I use a spell slot and
technically,
resummon the owl.
we were only supposed to find out what happened to them. I think we can put a pretty good guess
No.
that the angry lady in the other room got.
That's 2. There's 3 left on account.
The rest of the rooms are fine. I'm just gonna say you quick cast. Oh, nice. You took Dara with you. She gives you a rush stone, which allows you to cast within under a minute.
Sorry,
Okay.
calling for backup.
Problem solved. Yeah, you literally said recast, so that's why I responded with 1 hour Rex.
That doesn't bother me. An hour casting time makes no difference to an action casting.
But like I said before, Dara can give you a rush stone, which cuts a town down to a minute.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that whilst they discuss the plan of action.
Okay.
Alright. So we know
Wait.
there's one in the pool.
You said he might be alive?
In the first chamber, possible.
Okay,
It's best
I'm gonna
not to
go.
take any chances.
But you said he might be.
Yes, that's why it's best not to take chances that they appear dead, but we should assume that they are indeed alive.
What weaponry do they carry?
Did I see any weapons on them, the Dogma?
Naked floating.
You saw
So they
them
didn't
currently
technically
at the bottom
investigate them in depth.
of the water.
Oh, he's at the bottom of the water?
Yes.
The weapons are at the bottom, but he's on the top.
I didn't get a good enough look, but the second room, the person appeared to be some form of cat.
Red Eye does have some spells, but I literally built their character sheet in game at the last minute.
Alright,
Yep.
this is enough talky for Clara to
Well,
begin drunkenly like, "Oh, I guess we got some questions for this lady."
No. Before you do that,
Don't expect to be
And she just
unknown. They know we're here.
rushed in.
So stealth isn't an option. Wait, where's Claire?
Definitely not anymore.
If somebody
Clara's
wants to
gone.
like roll to stop me,
Okay, that would be athletics, right? That's a 28. You shall not.
alright, let me roll one.
You definitely
I'm gonna use
countered.
acrobatics to dip out of it.
Nope.
Yeah, you're grappled on the ground, and I'm taking your wine.
Yeah. Well,
With drinking alcohol.
one of my wines.
I'm trying to stop you too. God
Yeah.
damn. What do I roll to stop him?
I'm stopped.
Yeah,
Cool.
you're here, bro.
And
I
I'm
got you tackled on the ground.
cool, and I'm there just petting her head. Don't run off. I'm more concerned about the dead body or the not dead body floating in a pool somewhere. Can we save that person?
It's best to live under the assumption that these people are hostile.
No, there was a member of the. I'm gonna try and save everybody.
You'll learn it. You'll learn one day that you can't say.
You can't tell me that
Sure,
now.
boss man.
If there's a body floating in a pool off to the right, I think it was. Was it off to the right? Where you...
It's right here.
Up.
No, not that one. There was. I thought you said you saw.
There's a body that is floating above us, and then above that is an alive person.
So, shall we get going before Clower thinks about breaking out? Boss man.
Yes. Let's begin the.
All right. As the rest of the
Makes you do
team
exactly what I said.
managed to wander about, explore, and the owl is resummoned. I take you now to a little cutscene. The map is small.
Fuck off.
Lex, you apparently just went to a tea bar. Okay.
What are you doing
It's
there?
not a tea pie, that's a roast.
Oh no, let's
Prepare
get
to be
mixy
killed.
shit up. God damn it.
Once you get back to party, Pyroth will have a question.
Fuck, let me pull my notes up. Hang on. I hate you a dog.
The being in front of you, you know them as the Black King. You looked for them after you helped Nesmond get some rest. To try to escape the gaze of your teammates, you did so in secret, getting the help of the Blue King to find out their whereabouts. You entered into the fray, were allowed in due to... you didn't burn every bridge, thankfully. But the Black King looks at you and then states, "Thank you for coming. Please have a seat."
I'll sit here. It's not the farthest away, but it's very close to being the farthest away.
Now then, my informants have stated that you require something of me, or are ready to pay something. Is this true?
Kind of.
Please elaborate.
Was it one of your men that you sent to take in me and Ned?
I sent in one of your former employers. I do have a connection with them, and I allowed him to take you under his wing, to make sure, for one, you paid your debt, and two, to make sure you were safeguarded. If there was something he did that was troubling, I could have him pay for his crime. But yes.
Look, I'm going to be very blunt. He sent me on a mission with Section. Something about a possible way of reviving the dead. Anything that rings a bell on your part?
We had looked into this ourselves, had examined their abilities and thought upon this. If this is the mission they assigned to you to waive your debt, it could prove beneficial to us. Do you believe it's at the point where it's refined?
Can I speak my opinion?
Of course.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Then we agree on two things.
We recently been with Section 9 for a little bit and had a couple of people come in and out, but from what we've gathered and information that seems to connect towards the whole thing, it seems like there's a bigger conspiracy going on here, along with the fact what I witnessed during the first experiment was, at the very least, something very too dangerous to be used properly at this point.
I see. My informant stated that you were to gather the blueprints if you weren't able to acquire the item. Since you do not have a giant coffin with you, I assume you have the blueprints. May I look at them?
I need you to promise that at least you will hear me out first. If I show them to you.
I'll do you one better. I would just look at them. Afterwards, you can decide to burn them up, tear them. It does not matter to me.
Alright. I take out the notepad I had and I hand it over.
Okay. Extending your hand out, you do not know when they came right next to you. But examining the notepad, they look and state, I see. This isn't normal regeneration or normal revivification. This is adding to the structure. You are indeed correct. This is not something they should mess with. If you decide
From what I can tell, they are very... It's a very easy case of it can get out of hand very easily with contamination.
Indeed. If there is a way I can hire you to break this object, no. That is not the proper term. If there is a way I can hire you to break this weapon, I would gladly do so. But I suggest you look into it further. As it stands, however, you have paid half of your debt off with this. And I do thank you for being so expedient in your work.
May I pose some more information?
Yes, you may.
From what I can gather, the funding of Section 9 is from an outside source. And there seems to be a theory of mine. There seems to be it's connected towards one of the noble families.
I see. Well then, keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on them. In a day or so, we will talk again.
We can hear you, Becky.
As that stands, whatever you decide to do now, your mission still stands. You have paid half of your debt off now, but the other half, well, that is yet to come, as we end the session for tonight.